What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Welcome back to another fucking video. This is part 2 of my 7-tab, 6-tab acid trip. Um, I hope you fucking enjoy this banger. Alright, so let's get right back into it. So, me, homegirl, we were at the bridge, right? Remember in the last video? And then we came back because she had a bad vibe about fucking Crazy Homie being there. And she didn't like being around Crazy Homie because they were broken up, and it was like a whole fucking thing. So why is my phone being blown the fuck up? I'm gonna talk while I look at it. So me and Crazy Homie and Homegirl and Ryan, we got back and we're all just chilling. I don't know if they were arguing. If they were arguing, I would not remember it because they always fucking argue. So it wouldn't even really matter. It wouldn't even click to my head if they were arguing. So yeah. So we're chilling there for like a good 20 minutes back at Ryan's crib. We were sitting at this bridge for 45 minutes around that time, just looking around and enjoying like the come down of our trip. So we were just chilling there for 20 minutes because we were walking for a while. And then I remember that we have the 10 strip. So we go and we fucking pop the 10 strip. Not the whole entire well, yeah, the whole entire thing. But we look at the 10 strip, we pop the fucking bag open, we grab it out of there. And we think for a good 20 minutes, We're like, should we do this? What should we do? Didn't even think about the fact that we took mushrooms right before this and stayed up for most of the night and only got 2 hours of sleep. But yeah, we didn't even think about that. So, stupid idea. I know. So a good 20 minutes goes by and we're just thinking about it, and then we actually do it. We pop a fucking tab, me, Ryan, Crazy Homie, and Homegirl, all four of us, we take a tab. -4 out of that bitch, all right? And then so it's 6 tabs left. And then we try and just let that kick in for a good hour or two. And a good hour or two goes by, and that's how long it's usually supposed to take. It might have been an hour and a half, and I didn't wait the full 2 hours, and that's why I probably started doing this like an idiot. But this is the past, and I'm glad I'm over it, and I'm glad I don't remember all of it because it was probably fucking horrifying. Because I know my trip went just absolutely fucking haywire, terrifying, scary, bad, or crazy. I don't know. I know it went bad. I don't remember a lot of when it went bad. So, or actually, I don't remember any of when it went bad. Yeah, so a good hour goes by, a good hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and we're playing Xbox. We're just trying to get our mind off anything bad in our minds so we can have a good trip, and we're just playing Xbox for a while, and then I started looking at my phone because the Xbox was getting boring as shit, and I got bad eyesight, so I can't even fucking see what I was playing. And so I just started looking at my phone, and then I think like at this point it was like an hour and a half or somewhere around that, like I've been saying. And I decided I'm going to take another half tab because I'm not feeling it. It's not hitting me. So I take another half tab, and then I wait a good 20 minutes. And I don't know why I didn't wait another hour, but I just took the rest of the other tab. And then my other homie Ryan, he took another tab too because I took another tab too. W homie for that, Ryan. If you ever see these videos, I've always trusted you, bro. Like ever since like the homeboy fucking, why did I say homeboy? Like the friend group split up. I've still trusted you, but that's another story. But he takes the other tab, I take the other tab, W homie. And then I'm just like playing Xbox for a little bit, and I'm thinking about like, why is this not hitting me? Why is it not hitting me? I'd say another 20 minutes rolls by, and then I just ate. I remember there was a photo of me with like 4 tabs on my tongue, and every single photo and video from this night has been deleted on most people's phones. Like I know my homegirl still has videos from this night, and I wish she doesn't. I wish she would just delete them because I don't want people seeing them, but she still has videos from this night. And one day those videos will surface. I will post it on like Instagram if I get big. If I get like fucking 1,000 subscribers, I'll post it. Fuck it, I'll do it. Fuck, what was I saying? This is when I popped like the rest of the sheet, or the rest of the strip. So there was a photo of me with 3 or 4 tabs on my tongue, and that photo's deleted. It was on my phone too, so I deleted it, and I'm very sad that I don't have it because I would look at it right now. But 4 tabs down the hatch. And I don't remember exactly when it started hitting me, but I remember kind of like when I don't remember like what time or like how much minutes or hours went by, but I remember I was like chilling on the couch doing something, and I felt it, you know. I felt a warm feeling throughout me. I felt just like tingly and just like, if you've done acid, you know what I'm talking about. So I felt the come up, you know. I was starting to trip. And then all my friends were inside of the bathroom, and they were looking in the mirror at themselves, because that is something you do when you're tripping, or maybe something you shouldn't do when you're tripping. Like this, for example. Do not fucking look in the mirror. Especially if you've taken more than like 2.5 tabs. So I go in there. I don't remember going, and I remember walking to the bathroom, but I don't remember stepping foot into the bathroom, okay? And then I just know that I went in there and I looked at myself and I just saw some crazy fucking shit. So I went in the bathroom. I don't remember when. I don't remember stepping in the bathroom, and I don't remember leaving the bathroom. So I don't know what happened in that bathroom. But I remember the first thing I can remember after. I don't remember any of my trip, okay? I just remember like significant events that happened. So I'm trying my hardest. I could have asked my homie for like the whole fucking story, but he's in like a mental hospital right now. So can't really ask him, because Ryan, yeah, I can't ask Ryan. He's in a mental hospital right now. But yeah. So the next thing I remember was think. I was playing Xbox, all right? And this is, I think this is like my peak. Okay, I don't remember the rest of my come up. So I'm playing Xbox, right? And I'm playing Skate 3. And it feels crazy. Like, I can't even describe what I'm feeling in this moment. It felt like I was inside of the video game. Everything around me, like, just like, open up Skate 3 and just imagine every singular little like thing is just like moving, and like everything's morphing, and like colors are just like I think everything was like neon, like glowing, like right in my I don't even fucking know how to describe it. Okay, this was just absolutely absurd. The crazy feeling. Okay? Like, you want to describe how high I was? Fucking imagine an excavator, all right? An excavator, like the elevator is what I mean, not excavator. Fucking elevator, right? You got on an elevator and you're going up to the top, like, second story of your fucking apartment, all right? Elevator just breaks down, all right? Fucking torque goes all the way up, like you're full throttling a BMW S1000RR. You just go all the way up at max speed, and you go all the way to the top roof, and you just burst right through the roof. You go straight through the fucking Earth's atmosphere, go fucking past the moon, past Mars, past fucking Uranus, past fucking Pluto, and you're just gone past the fucking Voyagers, bro. That's how fucking like geeked I was off these tabs from the parts I can remember. And like, I can't even describe what I was seeing. Like, everything was fucking moving. Like, I was inside of fucking Skate 3 playing the dude, and I like, it's just crazy, okay? And then my fucking homie, I hear him, he's like, no, it's like muffled, all right? He's like, no. And I like got up, I exited the game, you know? Like, I don't know how to fucking describe it. It was like my vision went from like in the TV, like, and it went back into my body. Like, it's just crazy, okay? Very hard to describe. So then I realized, and I like immediately stand up. Like, I didn't even stand up. Like, my body stood up for me. That's how fucking geeked I was. Like, I didn't have control. So I stood up, I look at him, and he's all like, come in here. And when I stand up, I have like the most craziest feeling when I stand up. I just felt crazy. It felt unreal. Nothing felt real. Like, it dead ass felt like I was in a dream. This is what it felt. It felt like I was in the Shameless house, you know? Like, you ever watched that TV show Shameless? I felt like I was in this Shameless house. Like, nothing felt real. Like I was in a lucid dream, or a dream, or it was just like a video game, and it just like felt like I could do whatever the fuck I wanted. This is what the trip felt like. Just do whatever the fuck I wanted. I don't know how to describe it. Okay, it was crazy. Um, so I stand up and I feel that, you know, I feel crazy. I feel like I'm unreal and just like all this shit. And I look at my homie and it's just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm thinking about it right now, trying to explain it. I look at him and just everything around him is just like twirling, and there's just colors. Like, I'm telling you, like everything, like, imagine like a normal white room, like my bedroom right now. I have like white walls. I don't really have any other color in here. It would have been like green. Like, these walls would have like everything just changed colors into fucking shapes, into fucking in the lines. Like, the lines in his walls were like squiggling. Like, it was just, it's so hard to describe it. Okay? And he's like, "Come in here, bro. Like, crazy homie's like being crazy." He's like, "You gotta fucking see this." So I like walk over to his room. I don't even know how I navigated his house, dude. Maybe that's why I kept on running into things and destroying his house, but I'll get into that. So I navigated to his room somehow, and I'm just like walking over there, and everything just around me is just like fucking moving, and it's just weird, and I'm like feeling crazy, like nothing feels real, and like I don't even know how to describe how I was feeling. Just like the visuals, though, the visuals were intense. The whole entire trip, the visuals were just smacking. And then so I go into his room, and then all of them are in there, you know. Fucking this one homie, let's call him Levi. He pulled up. He was kind of like the fruity homie. I'll get into that in another video. He's like a fruity homie, hella fucking fruity, secretly fruity. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I will describe it in another video though. So he pulled up at some point. This was before. This was like before I was playing Xbox and the Skate 3 thing happened. I just didn't remember it, so that wasn't really the first thing I remember. The first thing I remember, now thinking about it, was after I got out of the bathroom. Like, I think it was probably like an hour after that, and I'm just tripping sack, and I'm like walking in his living room, and then not crazy homie, Ryan comes over to me, and he's like talking to me and shit, and I just like look at him, and he's got like arm hair all over his arms and like his face and all that, and he just looks like a caveman. So that was really the first thing I remembered. The Xbox thing is like the third one, the thing I just explained. And then the second one was Levi pulling up. I remember Levi pulled up, and we like answered the door. Like, my old homie's house used to be the trap house. Like, anybody could pull up, and like his parents would just let him in. You know, even if Ryan wasn't there, you could just stay there until he gets back. You know, he could be gone for like 6 hours, and you could just be there. Anyways, so I remember, like, the second thing I remember is that Levi pulled up, and I answered the door with Ryan, and I just look at him, and his face is just like morphing and melting. Like, half of his face is melting, and the other half is like looking at me with a smile on his face, and the other half, it looks like, you know, when somebody's having like where their face like derps and they're having like a medical problem or some shit. I don't even know. It's like a cardiac arrest or some shit. I don't fucking know. But their face like derps, and then one half is like normal. I don't know. That's kind of what I saw, but like his face was genuinely like melting, like dripping off. And then I remember the Xbox thing. Now let's get back to when my homie called me into his room. So that's a part of it. So let's get back into that. When he called me into his room, Girl Jamal, fucking Levi, and crazy homie, like, everybody's in his room, you know. Girl Jamal pulled up at 1.2. So I don't remember when she pulled up, but this is crazy. So crazy homie's going crazy. He's on his knees looking into my, like, he's on his knees, and he has his head like face down on Ryan's bed, like, kind of like he's like arched over, like about to get cracked. You know, he's about to get fucked. But he's just like, he has his hands over his head and shit, like he's trying to block sound and noise and shit from him. And he just looks like a tweaker, you know? And we're all looking at him. We're like, are you good, bro? Are you good, bro? Are you good? And I think Girl Jamal was fucking with him, you know? And you don't fuck with somebody when they're on acid, especially Crazy Homie. Because Crazy Homie, he randomly just got up and he just turned around and smacked the ever-living shit out of Girl Jamal. He just smacked the fuck out of her so hard, she started bleeding. And he's on a tab of acid, so he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He's not in the right mind. And I don't know why he was acting like a tweaker. He was probably having a bad trip for a second. And when I see this go down, like, back to my visuals, everything is going crazy. And I don't feel real. And nothing feels like it's just crazy. And I see this. And I see, like... I just started dying laughing. That's all I remember. I just started dying laughing, bro. It was so fucking funny seeing Girl Jamal get absolutely bitch smacked by my homie fucking Crazy Homie. It was just phenomenal, okay? To say the least. It made my fucking trip at this point. But let's get into where it went bad, cuz I think this is where I can remember it went bad. Let me think for a second. Yeah, this is where it went bad. So after this, I completely forget about Skate 3, and I just like lay down on his bed, you know, and I'm like looking at the wall. I'm looking at the wall and I'm seeing all these crazy fucking things. And we're all in there and she's like crying and shit, and everybody's like looking, everybody's like kind of mad at Crazy Homie, and I'm just like disoriented. I'm not really paying attention to this shit. I'm looking at the wall. And then I'm laying down, like, on my stomach with my feet out, like, laying with my feet, like, off the bed, you know? Like, at the very edge, but, like, it's, like, off the bed, like hanging off the bed, you know? And Crazy Homie tickles my feet, okay? And I'm off 6 or 7 tabs of acid, ironically. 6, 7. Anyways... So I don't know what happened. I don't know why this triggered a trip, but this is where my memory goes blank, and I just started destroying my homie's house, and I started tweaking, like genuinely tweaking, and I started to, like, I don't remember saying this one time, but I remember, like, they told me I was saying, buzzball, 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 buzzball. Like, every single time I said buzzball, it was a different amount of bu. You know what I'm saying? Like, it started off, I think somebody said buzzball, and I'm like, buzzball? 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 And just imagine tripping off acid. You're off 1 or 2 tabs of acid. Like, Homegirl's off 1, Crazy Homie's off 1, Ryan's off 2. This is his house, by the way, so this makes it, like, a lot harder for him. Just imagine, like, you invite your homies over and they get hella geeked off acid and they're just saying buzzball, buzzball for like 8 hours straight. This is what I was doing. I was saying buzzball for hours on end, over and over again, on repeat, over, just like I would not stop. It like, I don't know how they didn't go crazy, but I know I ruined their trip for them. But I'm just like, I don't remember saying it one time, but I'm going around my homie's house and I'm knocking stuff off the walls, off the shelves, off everything. I'm fucking destroying his living room, his kitchen, and his room, and the bathroom. And I'm just fucking knocking everything down, screaming buzzball, screaming, just going crazy, and I'm tweaking, you know? I don't remember any of that, but that's what they told me. So I'm trying my best here. And then I remember, fuck, I forgot. I will just say... Oh, now I remember. I remember I had, like, this weird feeling about Homegirl, you know? I don't know why. I just, like, felt very weird around her. And it was... I don't know what happened. It just felt awkward. Like, she could have been doing literally anything, and I just would have thought it was weird. I don't remember. It was just, there was something weird about Homegirl during this trip, and I don't remember what it was or why, and nobody knows why because I kept it to myself. I just remember there was like a weird thing about her. So yeah. And then I remember I broke my homie's refrigerator. This is when I wasn't really. Why did my computer just turn off? Is this still recording? Please tell me this is still recording. Okay, so I remember when I broke my homie's refrigerator. This is when it didn't. All right, so I didn't feel crazy or anything. It just nothing felt real. Like It felt like I was in a video game again. Like nothing felt real. Nothing like it was weird. Okay, and I went to go grab a drink, and I like opened his refrigerator door way too hard. Like I didn't mean to open it that hard. I just like swung it open full force. Fucking Mike Tyson just swung it open. Like imagine like you just imagine it. Like you swing open a refrigerator door as hard as you can and you fucking break it. It didn't break off, but it like broke the hatch on it, and they had to use like a sling to keep it closed. But I didn't have to pay for it. Nobody had to pay for it. All in the end. So yeah, and then I remember I had to get picked up. So they will not admit till this day that they snitched on me, but they snitched on me. All right, I was like, all right, if anything crazy goes on, do not call my parents. They called my fucking parents, and they will not admit it till this day, and it pisses me off. So I get picked up, and I remember the ride home. I was like tweaking, okay? So I remember we're on the highway, and the highway is just a very long, straight highway. And it just felt like it was going on forever. And I said some stupid shit in the car. Like, when you say something on drugs, but you don't have like control of what you say, and then you know that you said something, but you don't know what you said, and you look like a fool of yourself. That's what I did. I probably said Bubba Buzzball in the car, and then my dad was like, "What?" And I was like, "Nothing." Nothing. And this is when I started to calm down a little bit, but I'm still having visuals, so I'm seeing everything in the car just move, and the highway looks very fucking long. Back to what I was saying, and like the lanes in the road are moving and stuff, and just everything is crazy. So yeah, that was crazy. Anyways, we get back to my house, okay? I don't remember stepping foot in the house. I remember that I was walking back to my room though, like halfway in the house. I'm walking back to my room, and I see this coffee mug on this table that used to be outside of my room, and I like picked it up, and I turned around, and I put it up in the air, and I like said some stupid fucking shit. I don't know what I said, but I said something. I know I was like, fucking coffee mug, or some shit. Maybe I was like, put a Buzzball in my cup. I don't know. And then, so I couldn't be alone. My parents wouldn't let me be alone, so they made me go in my mom's room, and they trip sit me the whole time. Yeah, sorry, my fucking my fucking mic died for a second. It didn't die. I accidentally unplugged it. Anyways, back to what I was saying. My mom had to trip sit me the whole time, and I'm very glad it was my mom instead of like my dad or some shit, because my dad is like a dick and I don't really like him. But so I was in my mom's room for a good hours until I fell asleep. And then I remember at one point I was like looking at my mom's pillow, and I'm like, "Mom, why is your pillow making shapes and moving?" And she's like, "'Cause you took 6 tabs of acid." And this is when I started to sober up. So I was like, fuck, 6 tabs, 7 tabs. She was like, yep. And then that's kind of the end of it. I remember every single time I'd go to the bathroom, like I tried using the bathroom in Ryan's house too, and it felt like homegirl was there. Like I kept on hearing her or some shit in my head. It was like weird. I kept on like hearing her, and I couldn't piss because of it, and it was weird. So I remember I almost pissed myself in my parents' bathroom because I was like hearing her, and I had to piss, and I was in there, and I'm like, fuck. So I was like forced to piss, or it was either myself. And then yeah, so I don't know. My parents also said I kept on going in their drawers, and they had to keep on bringing me out of the bathroom and back to the bed because of it. Yeah, so I just accidentally did it again, unplugged my fucking mic, but I was in their fucking drawers, and they kept on coming in the bathroom and seeing me dig in their drawers, so they would bring me back to their bed, and they're like, "If you're not gonna use the bathroom, what are you doing in there?" And I was tweaking about homegirl. I thought she was there. And then I was probably looking in their drawers for some shit. Maybe I took something else at my homie's house because his parents left a lot of drugs around. So maybe I took maybe I took a different drug at his house and that's why I did that. But I don't know. I feel like I would remember that. But yeah, that concludes my acid trip. So I hope you enjoyed this little short series. Maybe I'll do more in the future. I'm going to rehab next January. So I will be sure to make a big series about what happens in there. And you know what? There's going to be a lot of events leading up to the fucking rehab. So expect a lot of bangers because I ain't going out without a fucking bang. So like and subscribe. Comment for more ideas if you want me to post more. Fucking, if you like and subscribe or just watch my video, I'll post more. So hope you guys have a great night. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you liked this little short series. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.